Good afternoon. This is Dr. Bill Wyatt, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about palatal eruption this afternoon, and we'll show a case here where you might have gone in earlier and corrected this. May have left less of a track up in the palate, but this is not a big problem. So anyway, let's get started on this short video, and I'll be through with it in just a minute if you hang in there with me. Real nice young man here, nice looking facial structure, good facial division there in the thirds, and nice looking fellow. This is after we had started the case, of course. He's got a mouthful of braces, looks a little sad there on that one. Let's look at the models for a minute. He's got a fairly close bite, and you see the upper teeth are down here, just a little bit of the lower teeth showing. So this is a dental closed bite, so we're going to have to lower the lower anteriors and raise the upper anteriors like that. So we'll have to work off of the molars back here to pick these up and to push these down, and that'll have some effect on it, but not very much. So this is not a bad problem to deal with. So let's take another look at the side, and this is nearly class 1, but not really completely class 1 yet. And you've got a little overjet, little excess overjet right in here, and actually these teeth should come in. This lower molar ought to be out in front, something like that, when you're class 1. So anyway, we're a slight class 2 problem, but not really bad there either. So let's take a look. Other side's pretty much the same way. It's a little more class 1. And here is the culprit that we're having to deal with, and that is the cuspid tooth decides to erupt up like that. Now you can recognize this on a Panorex pretty easy. You can have some of the fancy x-rays and tell where it's taking place and everything else. But we'll show it here on x-ray in just a minute. Now the bottom teeth look pretty good, just a few things. The deciduous teeth are ready to move. Now, we started the case in '84, I believe, and worked on it a little bit, just getting that across there. This is 1987, and the tooth is already in here. And this is a model taken here, and you can see a track right in here in the palate where we pull that tooth through the cortical bone, and the bone doesn't shape out like it does over here. And this track stays with this young man so way up in his adult life. Now here we'll take a look on the x-rays, and this is 1983. I'm not sure just exactly when we started the case, but 1983. Now, the tooth on the other side of the mouth is eating the deciduous tooth away real good. This bicuspid is rotated, but it's eating the deciduous first molar away over here on the left side. Now, over here, we've got a huge follicle that's around like that. And this tooth, the permanent lateral tooth, is right in here. And the deciduous cuspid tooth is still in here. And you can recognize that. Let me erase that and you can see it. When you see the deciduous tooth not being eaten away, see how this one has the whole top off, And this deciduous cuspid still has a big long root up in here. We got a problem there. It'd be good to go in and eliminate this deciduous cuspid and open it up and let this tooth drift over here and come on in. So anyway, we didn't really see the young man very often. And here it is in 1984, and the tooth has come down, but it's behind the lateral from where we're shooting the Panorex, you see. And so we're going to hook on and bring it through that space. The other tooth over here, this bicuspid's rotated, and it's coming in right here, not anything particular to worry about. And so it's 1986. This is a bad x-ray, but you can see it through there if you kind of study it. And here is 87. Now the tooth is lined up in here. Here's a permanent lateral, permanent first second 6-year molar, second molar. And I don't think we have any wisdom teeth on part of this. So anyway, we'll look at the other part of this. Now here he is in 1988. That's about several years after we saw the young man. And the teeth are lined up just really nice. And the bone structure's filled in around there. And this is 1993, which is 93 from 83 is like 10 years since we started the young man. And that picture right there shows it good. And a good class 1 relationship. He has one upper wisdom tooth, but apparently that's all that he's got. Now let's see. Here is the deal. And we kind of give some shots blown up here. Now this is 1987, and you see this little track right here where we pull that tooth through. Then you had to put a little torque in the root to bring it out. So we had to twist this arch wire right up in here, engage it into the bracket, and that'll bring the root of this tooth out like that. And that's no big problem. And this is lined up real good on the bottom. Here we kind of tip the two teeth here together a little bit, making room for the cuspid to come through. And this is, I think he chipped his upper front teeth, had to have some fillings put on that. And you can see as we pull this through here, you've got a trough or a little dent in the palatal tissue where that root was. We had to bring it through the cortical bone, to get it over there. So now here he is in 93, and it looks great. No big problem there. It looks good over here and on that side too. But still there's a little track where this tooth was pulled through. So thank you for watching, and I hope that you'll learn something from this. This is not something that happens every day, but you can tell if you figure out what's wrong in this big follicle forming on that cuspid tooth, kind of help bring it into the palate once we got it in there. Well, we moved it out. Nice looking face on this young man. And maybe we've got, that's a good looking guy. So thank you for watching. And I'm going to sign out now and hope you join our group and subscribe to our channel. And I'm going to say goodbye, and we'll let you get out of here.